here's an easy way to tell if a market that you know nothing about, if it at least has a chance and a potential for you to pick up a deal and be able to find a buyer for it, right? Because a lot of times we come up on markets that we never heard about before. And so then how do we know if it's a viable, robust market or not? So I'm going to give you a quick hack here. And I'm going to go ahead and reset all my filters here. So I'm looking at two different towns. I'm looking at two towns, a place called Terre Haute, Indiana, and then another area called Johnson City, Tennessee. These are places that I'm not familiar with. Now you might be saying, Chico, where do you live? In a hole or something that you don't know what Terre Haute, Indiana is? I live in Miami. So I live a very sheltered life here. So the easy way to do it is, let's say we got a property, and let's say that the price of that property was, they're asking 150, right? So we know that we're probably going to be looking at properties under 300,000. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and deselect everything, select houses only, and then what we're going to do is we're going to look to see what the count is in terms of active versus pending inventory. If you see here, there's it shows here that there are 109 properties available for sale. Now, if I click on pending and under contract, it changes to 124. So what does that mean? 124 minus 109 is 15. So that means that out of the total amount of inventory available, 124, 109 is available, which means 15 are active. So if I take 15 divided by the total amount, so 15 divided by 124, what you'll notice is that it's 12% of the inventory is pending, which is a very low number. This is a very, very low number. Let's look at a different scenario. This is Johnson City, Tennessee. I'm going to go ahead and say I'm going to only look at single family houses. And let's say that I have a property that is, I'm going to use an example, it's under 400,000 as an example. And now I'm going to look here, and I see that there's 98 properties available for sale. But if I click on pending, this is 172. Now, whenever we see a number that big, I always was curious as to whether or not there's any new homes being built. So the one thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put in year built no more than, say, 2000 and let's say ours is an older home. So I'm going to do 2010 as an example. So let's see how that changes. So we have a total of 100. We have a total of 43 properties. I'm going to go ahead and click on that. And oops, I got to go back again. Let me go back. All right. So if I click on, where was it? All right, year built. Let's go look at that again. So if I go and I say there's 70 properties available for sale right now that are single family that are no more than 400,000. So there's 70. If I click on pending, there's 143. So that is a huge number. So think about that. 143 total properties available for sale. And then of those, only 70 are active because the rest of them are pending. So it doesn't take a brainiac to figure out, like if I take 143 and I minus the 70, so that means that there's 73 pending. Over 50%, 50% of the market here is pending. So this is a hot market. That means if you get a deal here, it's a great deal. It's a solid deal. You could probably not be so hard on price and yet be able to move it. Whereas with Terre Haute, Indiana, there ain't that much going on. And so you've got to get a property at a really good price because things are not moving in this market. So that is a way that we use Zillow in order to determine the viability of a market and also how aggressive we need to be with a price just to make sure that we are not going to be putting a property in the contract that is not going to be viable. So just a quick tip for you. If you found this video helpful, please make sure to let me know in the comments and I'll do more of these videos.